really, really understand. It's always going to be something so emblematic. You know, you always have to, you gotta figure it out for yourself. Always be original. The idea is to always be creative enough to understand exactly who you are. You know what I mean? When you find something, you have to have some sort of mystery. You know what I mean? When you think of an idea, you gotta pick it up. You gotta fucking run with it. Because if it seems so sublime that you can literally create anything out of anything. Good enough for you to just figure it out. You know what I mean? Man, it's just beautiful. It doesn't matter what you do. You can just put it into one kind of idealistic notion. It can always be so abruptly open to you into one conceived just literal being. You know what I mean? And if you can have that spaces outside the box way of thinking, then you can always be perfect. You know what I mean? You have to have ideas. You have to have conceived notions of who you are, where you come from. Everything has to make sense. And if it doesn't, you got to figure it out for yourself. It's not a question of fate. You can create something from that fabricated situation. Why do you have to be so structured? It's a question of fate in your existence. You know what I mean? What is my fate? Where am I going? What's the idea of my existence in general? And that's just the idea. Everything has to be idealistic. You know what I mean? And you know, I try to understand things as best I could sometimes. But if I can't understand it, what am I going to do? I mean, this is the process that it takes. You have to practice. You have to understand. It has to be something idealist. You know what I mean? You can't always expect to. You can't always just be merely influenced by what other people say and just want to follow what others' ideas are convincing you to do. You know what I mean? You got to be invested in your own fucking identity. You gotta think about it. I mean, as long as it's not negative, you know what I mean? You always want to be positively charged because you're always connected to the energy. Everybody's connected through, you know, radiation and energy. You know what I mean? And you gotta be able to figure these things out. And if you can't, just at least dig deep enough to a point where you at least have some sort of understanding about who you are.
Always tripping on that grind, know what I'm saying? You better put your ass up, know what I'm saying? Understand that, dog. You know what I'm saying? You over there tripping, you know what I'm saying? You over there tripping, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Just live your life, nigga. Just chill, let's chill. Just live your life. Why you always gotta ask questions? Why you always gotta be? Why you always gotta be this shit? You gon' figure that out. 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 You gon' figure that out.
You know what? I just came up with an idea. You know, I could just put everything together and just create a random piece. How about that? That's a perfect idea.